Mundo. I'm gonna speak it with you.
See, why isn't the red light on? Is it recording?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys just have that while you talk.
Oh, I see.
Go take your break.
You leave, remember, your game nuked.
Alright, so Hungary doesn't have a choice because they have to leave, but I also have Yugoslavia, so I'm coming over. But what they plan to do is they're going to tactically nuke you from Canada, and then they're going to launch an entire strike on France in the next turn. So, yeah, and Harrison's got a lot of countries over there, and they kind of screwed with Harrison earlier when they bombed Portugal, so if we get the neutral countries to come over here, then we have Yugoslavia, I can't see it on that map, and Bulgaria, which means we have two countries right next to them. And they don't have nukes, but they're right on the border.
And here's what you have to remember. If you have launch and warning on, and the Soviets launch any kind of nuclear strike against a NATO country,
Well, they're thinking that they...
Doesn't that mean we all shoot at them?
automatically.
Yeah, but
without, you don't have a decision. Now, if it's a neutral or one of their own countries, then you have to decide, does that warrant us launching a strategic nuclear strike against all of you? Because he's not in NATO yet. So you can't say, well, he's our friend and you nuked him, so launch and warning's on. He's not yet.
Can he move before their next turn?
That's the first thing that's going to happen is he's going to stand up and explain what he's doing.
Okay, and can I take Yugoslavia with me too
Yes.
when I go? Alright. And
here's some things to say. The Soviets are repressing my people. There's the secret police that are listening and watching everything we do. People are disappearing. They're getting executed without a trial. I'm just sick of the communist regime abusing my people. I have to leave. So what you and Trevor do in response to that is between you three.
okay, and their launch on warning thing, they're all in Canada, or that's what they think. So...
That's the DEW line, the early warning, distance early warning.
Okay,
It's
so-
radar. See those little radar
Yeah.
stations? That's to know if a Soviet launch is coming.
Okay, so I tell them that because they have it in mind that they don't have launch on warning, so that's why they're nuking you. 'Cause
Well-
they don't think.
We'll clarify, if they launch any nuclear weapons against a NATO country, the full strategic arsenal of your countries come back at them, which means we're all going to die.
Okay. Alright, Harrison, are you willing to join NATO because they did kind of bomb Portugal for no reason?
Yeah.
Just to be a jerk.
Yeah, they bombed Portugal for no reason, so you might as well join NATO. Take all your countries with you.
They get anything special out of it?
Protection against them from
Yeah,
bombing
because
you.
they'll probably do it again, because they're,
Yeah.
in their mind right now, they're just gonna bomb everybody.
They're gonna bomb you guys. They're gonna bomb you guys.
Yeah, but
They're
do
gonna
you
bomb
think
you.
you told me
I'll
he's like
let you
everyone
sink.
classic Minnesota, you're not gonna be
They
joining, like,
bomb
guess
you
what?
first.
Yeah, they're not ways. They're not gonna stop with just you
I
having your
can't
own
say I'm
country.
surprised.
They've taken every other country that they could so far.
You need to be renewed?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right
exactly.
there, that proves the point.
Wait, so if anyone launches any tactical nukes at all to any country, everyone dies?
Do you want the game to end?
Because, let's clarify,
I'll end it
Warsaw
right here, right
Pact.
now.
if you look at the top of Canada, what NATO countries have is a series of radar installations. All that does is tell you early warning if the Soviets launched ICBMs, they have to go over. Okay, basically like the North Pole or the Arctic Sea. So Canada's the best place to have an umbrella of radars.
That's
Just
what
tells
this
you
is
what's
for.
coming.
Well, we own
Look,
It's even recording
I know,
you.
but listen, with launch on warning on, just so we know the rules. If you launch any kind of nuclear strike, like
You're
what you
still
did
in
to
the picture,
Portugal,
bud.
let's say you did that again, the entire strategic arsenal of the U.S., Great Britain, and France is coming at you.
This thing's nifty.
Not tactical against military,
I don't think you
strategic
can go that
against your
far.
cities. And if you have launch and warning on, then you retaliate. Man, mutually assured destruction. So all I'm doing, I gave them the same talk, is when you both have launch and warning on, which is the case right now, any nuclear strike by anybody against one of their friends or one of your friends, and it's full retaliation.
Would it be possible that
Neutral countries, let's say somebody nukes Albania for some reason, you don't have to retaliate because that's not one of your Warsaw countries or a NATO country.
Wait, so
Where's Albania?
But they can decide if you nuke Albania, strategic strike against you.
really
It's not automatic.
Is there a way to guarantee that nobody can launch strategic nukes? So it's going to
The only guarantee is if you launch, we launch. That's
That's what they're talking about right now.
or back down from DEFCON 1.
So if they back down from DEFCON 1, then nobody can use strategic nukes?
Yes.
Taylor.
So, why would you nuke Switzerland? They make good chocolate and good guns. And everyone has their money there.
Where you have the strategic nukes ready, so you have those ready
No.
for the scheme.
And they have the power, if it's a neutral country, they can say if you attack them, nuke them, whatever gives the consequences. That's between you and us.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
We want to get Cuba neutral. So we decrease that.
Understand, you're going to influence the United States by doing that.
Because then nobody can use strategic nukes to end the game. Let's talk about this. You guys like
Okay, let us sit. Let us sit.
That's what I was thinking too, Dad.
Somebody bring food or what? I don't have any for you. I haven't even eaten my breakfast yet. Okay, so Hungary has an announcement, and then Cuba has an announcement, and then it's gonna be the Warsaw Pact's turn, followed by NATO. So Hungary first.
Still respecting it.
You're hungry?
Yeah.
That's the spirit. Let's all stand up.
Alright. So, the People's Republic of Hungary is sick and tired of being oppressed by the Soviet Republic.
Not for long enough.
So,
Let the man talk.
So I'm going to join NATO, and you guys can nuke me if you want, but at that point it is just mutually assured destruction, so everybody dies. And I'm taking Yugoslavia. with me.
Okay, so Hungary in 1956 rose up against the Soviets. They hoped that NATO countries listen.
The flaps are down.
You can sit right here.
Listen. Hungary, listen. In 1956, they did stand up and say, we're sick of this communist oppression. They hoped that the United States or friends would back them up, if not send them troops. And in 1956, the Soviets, in classic Soviet style, sent in the Red Army with several armor divisions and literally ran over Hungarians in the streets with their tanks. And afterwards, they lined up 200,000 Hungarian civilians that they shot and executed for rebelling against the Soviet Union. 200,000. The leader that they elected, Nagy, the new president of Hungary, was tried in a secret trial. Canada, shut up. Thank you. He was tried by secret trial, so like no one knows if he got a lawyer or what evidence was used against him. He was hanged publicly, and then when they buried him, they bound his hands behind his back and his feet together with barbed wire and buried him face down.
Alive?
No, they hung him first, but when they buried him, they bound his hands because he had the guts to do what he just tried to do, stand up to him and leave. So to send a message to the people, they literally bound his hands with barbed wire, his feet with barbed wire, and they buried him face down. As an insult to him, he's already dead. But kind of like a screw you. Anybody else want to try that? We'll shoot you too. So Hungary is not going to just stay. Hungary is not just going to stay.
Really?
They're sick of this. So you guys have to decide how we're going to handle this, what your response is. He does not have a choice. I made him do that. So don't hold it against him personally. After we decide what to do with Hungary, Cuba has an announcement.
Okay.
West Germany's coming over. When is he coming over?
What's coming over here?
Oh, whatever he is.
Say hi. Hey, buddy. Give me the gun back. It's alright.
Okay, so this goes along with Cuba's announcement. You should not be surprised.
New guns?
Trevor, let's get Steve.
I'm gonna run for it.
Steven just left.
This is what we're.
Anybody else want to come?
So Cuba has an announcement. It's
And I had a
1962.
plan to make sure that nobody gets destroyed.
Sure.
So if we both come down,
No,
we're definitely ready to blow one. Nobody has strategic nukes to completely wipe the country. They can still use tactical nukes. And launching one of
So
those.
you now know that Cuba has nuclear missiles. Okay, if you want my advice, Sarah, actually you don't have to talk to him about that.
So I got.
He's gonna get
Right up
really
the
mad.
Whoa!
We need to make it clear. We didn't
I-
say like, we'll bribe you to join us or whatever. It's their choice. They have to have free will. Don't hold them leading us. And understand,
Give me
if
something
you do
to
this,
do.
these countries who you need to know what the react. Here's the consequence. Like if you talk to experiment, then you gotta stick to it. Okay, so Cuba, in October 1962. Listen, Cuba.
I'm getting 2 armored divisions and nuclear weapons
Go Cuba.
From the Soviet Union.
from the Soviet.
Okay, is anyone surprised from last week, October 1962? Did you know that was going to happen? What's one of your main goals, United States, on your objectives? And do not allow something in the Western Hemisphere. What's different about Cuba from Romania and Poland and China?
90 miles from the coast of America.
It's your backyard. Soviet nuclear missiles in your backyard. And we know from command to launch is 8 to 12 hours. From launch to impact on Washington, D.C.,
5 minutes.
5 minutes. So that is a huge threat to your national security. And you're the #1 player because they're all under threat in Europe. But now you have a gun to your head.
You said you have nukes now?
Mm-hmm. That's okay.
And 2 more armor divisions. So listen, what are we going to do about Hungary? What are we going to do about Cuba? You guys need to talk and figure out a solution.
Don't. They give it back.
What about Hungary?
Oh, they left?
I'm just asking.
I'll give you gum. I got granola bars. I have a granola bar. It's s'mores.
High five, anybody? High five, high five.
How my life's going right now.
Lucas, you stop right now.
Yes.
Hey CJ, how about you back
So
up?
he's moving over here and he's under the protection of NATO.
That's a
Yeah,
really
he's a
bad
neutral
idea.
country.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Let him leave. Let him leave. See what happens.
Yeah, see what happens if he comes over here and you nuke him. We'll nuke you guys.
Check the bottom left corner. I can invade you.
Go for it, Luke.
I'm talking. Wait.
We can all die, I don't care.
You don't want to come.
Sometimes when you like run right by it, they contract you.
Luke don't want to come.
You're gonna do nuking.
That's bad.
Lucas, he's lying to you, bro.
I want to do.
Why would you do that to Marcel?
I'm right there. Okay, I'd like my turn right now.
Okay, hold on. Did you guys talk about Hungary and Cuba and you did?
You're right here.
Oh, I'm Norway, Luke. That's a country.
So 5'2", ICBM.
All your friends.
But they're still dead from their ICBM. Still dead.
There's me, Jamie, and Trevor.
Hi.
Okay, so listen.
Yeah, I was just like, like looked at us.
We need to discuss Hungary, Yugoslavia, East Germany, Poland, Bulgaria.
Taylor, they move more forces in China. We need to.
What are we doing?
What?
What? They move another force in China. I was
So let's talk about what does it mean.
I don't want to be the center of attention.
And what's your consequence if they
Hey,
invade?
hey, don't.
If they do anything to the country that joined us, we will nuke them.
What about
If they move anything into Cuba, we will nuke them. If they do anything to take another NATO country, we nuke
And
them.
if they're planning on attack with
So we
the
Walking out the neighbors.
Because they are interfering.
It's alright.
Also, we're gonna take us back.
Trevor, we got something for you.
Yeah.
Come hither.
Look at this.
What's up?